Welcome to the Zaleski Sports Show. I'm your host, Rachel Zaleski, and today we'll be talking about high school sports, wrestling teams going to state, and this week's 3 to C. It's all yours, and it's all now. Joining us now, Jason Zaleski, our sports expert. Welcome to the show.
Jason Shark, do.
Oh, Jason, we had a lot of days off of school this past week, many postponed and even canceled games. How do student athletes and coaches handle that?
Well, Rachel, the coaches may be a little bit simpler, although they may be more stressed about the situation. Many coaches like to feel a certain sense of where their team is. They like to have their hand on the pulse of their team, so to speak, and having that many days away, some of the coaches may feel that slip away or may feel a sensation of it slipping away. So a lot of stressful nights, I think, for coaches wondering, are my boys, girls, whatever it is, still in tune to what's going on? Do they realize we're still in season? And then the student athletes, well, one, they're just having fun, right? Because they no school, you get to have a lot of fun doing that. We've talked to many student athletes, and we think back to our own time in high school. You make do in open gym, in somebody's driveway, somebody's basement, somebody's whatever, and you go and you keep playing your sport, and I think that's what most of the area student athletes did. And we didn't see any games where it really looked like people were out of balance. It didn't look like they came back and they were ready for baseball or softball or track or something. It looked like they were still in their winter sports groove. But I think for the coaches, just a lot of stressful moments and wondering, do I still have a team when I come back?
Right. And is it harder for teams to study film because you don't know if you're going to be playing that game next week?
Yeah, there's just a lot of uncertainty as what game is next, when is it, and all those kind of things. So I think mainly as a student athlete, you just make sure you're up to date on your schoolwork. You get that extra break to make sure that your schoolwork is done, and then you're down at the open gym or wherever, just continue to hone in and practice your craft.
Good. All right, so moving on, let's take a look at these wrestling teams that punched their ticket to state last night.
Marshfield's looking to get back to state and is off to a fire start thanks to Caden Pierce. One of 5 Tigers ranked in the state, he puts up 6 points on the board. And weighing at 160, River Falls' only ranked player Nathan Fuller ties up the scoreboard. But number 2 ranked Nolan Hurdle wraps up River Falls and keeps the Tigers moving forward. As does your player of the night, Bentley Schwanbeck Osterman, ranked number 3, as he easily pins his opponent in the first round. He'll be looking for a state championship, as will his workout partner Sam Mitchell, the number 1 195 wrestler, making it back-to-back pins for Marshfield. And at 126, Gabe Pugh gives up 1 point thanks to unsportsmanlike conduct as he celebrates his win. Marshfield walks away with a 54-18 victory, returning to the state tournament.
In the final, Stratford took on Coleman, and Trevor Denny got a first-round pin for Stratford. Next matchup, and it's Trevor Steiner with the pin. Stratford up 21-14. Coleman rallies and gets a pin on Dylan Shaner to tighten things up. Later, all tied up, and it's Gavin Drexler coming out on top after 3 rounds. Stratford back in the lead. Then, Manny Drexler puts away Coleman with a win that would clinch the team win for the Tigers. Stratford will head to state. You are watching the Zaleski Sports Show. Highlight House.
I'm in the house.
You are watching the Zaleski Sports Show Highlight House.
I'm in the house.
On Monday night, we saw the number 4 Newman Cardinals and number 6 Assumption Royals play an exciting game in the Merriwood Conference, girls basketball.
Yeah.
So here's what we saw. Let's go to the highlights.
Rebound, kick out to Seidel, 3 on the way, Timber! Julius Seidel gets the scoring started with a splashdown at the top. 3 on the way from Grunhofer is good. Jesse Grunhofer finally cut off the dribble. May have got away with the travel. Seidel, 3. And a pass deflected there by Schmidt. Up ahead, Lieberg, right hand and good off the assist from Crowns. Builds with it. She was contacted by Crowns down low. 3 on the way from Seidel is good. Julia Seidel, 4 3-pointers in the first half. Schmidt over to Lieberg, 3 on the way. Timber, Ellie Lieberg. And an errant pass there, picked off by Seidel. Seidel spins, up and good. Into Bone, turns right hand, too easy there for Madeline Bone. Now, Royals need defense, they've got to have it here. Cratch with it, turns into Grunhofer. Able to get it loose, left alone, down low, Donath gets it up and in. Crowns over to Lieberg, she checks the clock and doesn't get a shot off here. Crowns throws the ball off the backboard, but after the buzzer had sounded, and that's it here from Wisconsin Rapids. Our final score, Newman 61, Assumption 52.
Stevens Point, now with campuses in Wausau and Marshfield. UW Stevens Point, a new chapter in education. You are watching the Zaleski Sports Show Highlight House.
I'm Julia Seidel and I'm in the house.
Dipsy Doos, coach takedowns, and lemonade. It's all in this week's 3 to See.
It's time for the Zaleski Sports Show 3 to See. Number 3 is Preston Wagner.
Marshfield Tigers have won 10 straight. Marshfield's Preston Wagner knows when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. Give me a you betcha if you're voting Preston with the Wildfire.
Number 2 is Emma Haugen.
Gymnastics in Marshfield has been off the hook this season. Tiger Emma Haugen lands the souk, and then it's Coach Allie Dreyer with the takedown for 2 points. Emma wins with a ha-ha face.
Number 1 is me, Vanessa Lopez.
The Colby Hornets are a perfect 19-0 on the season.
Lopez reach up with the left hand and got it. And dipsy-do, Vanessa Lopez.
You could put Vanessa on the show with a heart vote.
Thanks for watching the Zaleski Sports Show.
Vanessa, so we've got Clover Belt crossover game on Saturday. It'll be the first time you and the Hornets played against another ranked team. It's number 3 versus number 7, Colby versus Regis. What does a win on Saturday mean for you and the team?
It'll be really important for us to work together as a team and just keep rolling through, and it'll help boost our confidence throughout playoffs. So.
Okay, and then conversely, what does a loss mean should that happen on Saturday? What would a loss do for your so far undefeated season?
Yeah, it might, well, it just show us how much harder we'd have to work and to really just give us more motivation to push through, to have that grudge, so we just keep going through playoffs, I guess. Yeah,
all right, and then regardless win or lose on Saturday, playoffs start next week. You're the number 1 seed, which means you don't play till Friday. There's games, though, on Tuesday in the area. Does the coach have you going to any games before yours on Tuesday?
Probably will end up, he really sends out his sons to go tape games too, so we watch that on Huddle a lot, but most likely we'll go watch something.
Okay, and then just the team morale, the team excitement as playoffs are here again after a deep run last year. Now you get another crack at it again this year. How's the team feeling right now?
We're really excited. I don't know. Everybody's talking really big about us this year, so hopefully we can pull through.
Including knuckleheads like me,
yeah.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Nice job, Vanessa. We look forward to next week's 3 to See.
All right, well, I think that'll do it for this week's show. Rachel, take us sharking out of here.
All right, thanks everybody for watching the Zaleski Sports Show. I'm Rachel. This is Jason. Make sure to check us out on Facebook at Zaleski Sports Show and on Twitter at Zaleski Sports. Have a great rest of your week.
Go Sports!